Are you maybe dreaming of a quick getaway? Somewhere with sunshine, ocean breezes, but perhaps you're worried about, the cost of getting around once you land.
Yeah, that's always a factor.
Or maybe you're just fascinated by how markets work,
Yeah,
especially when they seem to defy expectations.
like right now.
Exactly. Well, whatever your reason, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into car rental prices in Maui, specifically looking at Labor Day 2025.
Yeah,
It's pretty surprising.
it really is.
Our mission really is to cut through all the noise, take the latest data we have on Maui rentals, your sources, and just distill it down.
Yep.
Make it actionable information, give you those aha moments.
Yeah,
We think we've found some trends that might just change how you plan your next island trip.
definitely. So it's August 31st, 2025, and the newest data is, well, it's compelling.
Uh-huh.
What's really striking is, Labor Day usually signals peak prices,
Yeah.
end of summer rush.
Right. You brace for impact.
Exactly. But Maui, it's totally bucking that trend significantly. We're actually seeing prices at their lowest levels in a whole year for this specific time.
Lowest in a year for Labor Day.
Lowest in a year. And honestly, that's just scratching the surface here.
Wow. Okay, that's a headline. Most people think holidays mean premium pricing, especially somewhere like Maui. So let's unpack this. What is actually happening to drive these prices down so much?
It's a great question. And the answer is kind of this interplay between seasonal patterns and market dynamics. It's not just random.
Okay.
It actually fits perfectly with the historical price patterns for this exact date.
Yeah.
Looking back over several years, we're seeing classic shoulder season price.
Shoulder season, even with the holiday weekend.
Yeah, think of it as that sort of lull between the big summer rush, families on vacation, and before the fall travel season really kicks in. Demand just naturally dips. And the rental companies, they know this cycle, so they adjust their strategies to, keep cars moving off the lots.
So Labor Day is basically falling into this natural dip, despite being a holiday. That actually makes a lot of sense. But can we get specific? What kind of deals are we actually talking about? For someone thinking, maybe I can afford that trip.
Absolutely. Let's look at the numbers because they really tell the story. For the week, starting September 1st, 2025, flying into Kahului Airport, OGG.
Yep, OGG.
The cheapest deal we found is just $209 for an economy car from 60 Actic for the whole week.
$209 a week.
Okay. And get this, that's already down 11% from just last week.
Wow.
But the one that really jumped out at us, the sort of spectacular deal, is a mid-size car. Think like a Toyota Camry. Comfortable.
Right.
Only $227 a week. Also 6T. That's a huge 24% drop from last week.
24% on a midsize.
Yeah, these aren't small tweaks. They're significant cuts.
Okay, $227 a week for a Camry. That's almost unbelievable for Hawaii during a holiday period. But you mentioned it's not just economy or midsize, right? Prices are down across all categories.
Exactly.
So what about, like, Jeeps, convertibles? The fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because, if you're going to Maui.
Right, the dream rental. And you're hitting a key point.
Yeah.
What makes this so compelling is that the discounts are broad. If you look at the past year, prices in every single vehicle category right now are way below their median price for the last 52 weeks.
Every category.
Every category. Mid-size cars, like we said, down 30%. Impressive. But for those dreaming bigger, Jeeps are down 39%.
39%.
Convertibles, down 34%. Standard SUVs, 38%. These are deep, deep discounts. We're talking nearly 40% off for premium vehicles.
Okay, it changes things.
It absolutely makes it a great time to maybe splurge a little on that Jeep or convertible you always wanted for Maui without feeling like you're totally breaking the bank.
Right.
Our value deal of the week, though, it's still that mid-size at $227. I mean, it's only a few bucks above its absolute lowest price for the entire past year. Just a fantastic sweet spot for comfort and value.
So prices are low, and even the dream cars are much more affordable. Huge shift. But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The timing. When to book.
Yes.
Because our sources, for weeks now, they've shown this trend where last-minute prices, they're actually lower than booking way in advance, which just flies in the face of everything we're usually told, right?
It absolutely does. Book early, save money, that's the mantra.
Yeah. So why is this happening now? And what should people do?
It's a really important question. Our data points to something we're calling holiday premium evaporation.
Holiday premium evaporation.
Yeah. Basically, rental companies set higher prices early on, anticipating that holiday demand. They bet people will book early and pay extra for peace of mind or perceived scarcity.
Standard practice.
Right. But if those advanced bookings don't actually materialize as strongly as they forecast, they pivot. fast.
Uh,
Rather than have cars just sitting there losing money, they start slashing prices in the weeks, even days, leading up to the rental date. They'd rather get some money for the rental than nothing at all.
that makes total sense from their side. Maximize utilization, even if the profit margin shrinks. Can you give us a concrete example? Show us the evaporation.
Sure. Let's take a rental starting tomorrow, September 1st, from OGG.
Okay.
If you booked that 5 weeks ago, you'd have paid around $322 for the week.
322. Got it.
Book it today. It's just $209.
Wow. Quite a drop.
But wait, the lowest price for that exact same rental was actually $187 a week if you booked just 1 week ago.
187. That's over $130 difference.
Exactly. Huge swing. And off-airport rentals showed a similar pattern, maybe slightly less dramatic, but still dropping from $280 5 weeks out to $179 today.
Okay.
And this isn't just Labor Day. We saw a similar evaporation for Memorial Day and the 4th of July this year, too. It suggests it's becoming a more common tactic when those early holiday demand forecasts don't quite pan out.
That's a massive lesson in timing. For this period in Maui, at least, it seems patience could really, really pay off. It's definitely a buyer's market. Companies are scrambling. But looking ahead, should we expect these super low prices to last?
That's the critical question, isn't it? For anyone planning further out, our forecast for September suggests prices will probably stay in this low shoulder season range for maybe another month or so.
Okay, another month.
However, when you look at the advanced reservation systems for bookings deeper into September and especially early October, prices are already starting to trend up moderately.
Ah, okay, so the window is closing.
It seems like it. And this isn't unexpected, really. It lines up with last year's pattern and also the 5-year average price data going back to like 2013, 2018. As we move out of the shoulder season towards the busier fall and winter times, demand picks up, prices follow.
Right.
So, yeah, while the immediate situation for Labor Day is incredibly good for renters, these specific, really deep discounts, they're likely temporary, a window of opportunity.
Okay, message received. If you're thinking Maui, the sweet spot is now and maybe the next few weeks.
Right.
After that, expect things to creep back up. Okay, let's shift gears slightly. Airport versus off-airport rentals.
Ah, the classic question.
Yeah, the common wisdom historically was always that off-airport is cheaper, right? You avoid some airport taxes, maybe a convenience fee.
It's a little hassle for potentially big savings.
Exactly. It just seemed logical.
Well, that historical logic is exactly what makes the current situation so fascinating. There's been a major disruption to that pattern.
Disruption, how so?
In recent months, quite often, off-airport prices have actually been higher than airport prices.
Higher? Seriously?
Seriously. Look at this week. Economy, compact, SUVs, minivans. Okay, those are still a bit cheaper off-airport. Marginally.
Okay.
But mid-size cars, same price. Airport or off-airport, doesn't matter this week. And here's the kicker. Convertibles and Jeeps. They are actually more expensive off-airport right now.
More expensive off-airport. That's backwards.
Completely backwards. And even more telling. If you want a 7-seat SUV, forget off-airport. There's zero availability listed this week.
Zero availability. Wow, that's a head-scratcher. Why would the budget option suddenly be pricier or have less stock, especially for popular cars? Our sources suggest a really tough reason, don't they?
They do, sadly. This pretty significant shift seems to be a direct consequence of the really difficult business environment after the Lahaina wildfires in August 2023.
Right, just over 2 years ago, but still feeling the effects.
Very much so. Many local businesses, including those smaller off-airport rental places, face huge challenges. Tourism dropped, the economy took a massive hit.
Understandably.
So some likely had to scale back operations, maybe reduce their fleet size significantly, or some might have even closed down entirely. This means tighter inventory, less competition.
And potentially higher prices compared to the big airport operations.
Exactly. The larger airport-based companies often have more national or even international backing to kind of weather these storms.
It's just a really stark reminder of how a local tragedy can ripple out and affect the entire market for years, even for something like renting a car. So the takeaway is the old rule is out. You have to check both airport and off-airport now.
Absolutely critical. Don't assume anything.
Okay, so let's zoom out even further then. Taking all this into account, how does Maui stack up against the other Hawaiian islands right now for car rentals? Is it still seen as the expensive one? Or has this whole situation changed its ranking?
Yeah, that's another perception versus reality question, isn't it? For a long time, Maui often was one of the pricier islands for rentals.
Right.
But According to our quick check across the 5 main Hawaii airports for rentals starting September 1st, Maui has actually reclaimed its spot as the cheapest island to rent a car.
Cheapest. Not
Yeah.
just not the most expensive, but actually the cheapest.
The cheapest. And it's not a one-off. It's held that spot for 18 of the last 22 weeks.
Wow. Okay, put that in perspective. Numbers.
Right. An economy car off airport in Maui this week, $179. Compare that to Honolulu, $188 Kona, $191. Hilo is up at $223. And Kauai, way up at $264 for the cheapest option.
So Maui is significantly cheaper than Kauai and noticeably cheaper than the others too.
Distinctly more affordable right now, yes.
That's really powerful data. Maui being the cheapest island for rentals isn't just like an interesting market fact. It feels like it holds a much deeper, maybe more somber meaning.
It does. You're absolutely right. The low rental prices are a direct reflection, really, of the island's ongoing recovery.
Yeah.
It's an indicator of the very slow, very challenging return of tourism after the Lahaina disaster. While, many parts of Maui were completely untouched and are eager for visitors.
Right. It's important to remember that.
The tragedy understandably caused a significant drop in overall visitor numbers. And that reduced demand, combined with the operational shifts we talked about, especially maybe at smaller companies, it's driving these unusually low prices.
So it's a market correction, but one born from
Sure.
trauma, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a reflection of a profound economic and social shock. Now, for visitors, it does mean there's exceptional value to be had right now. But it's also, a poignant reminder of the community's resilience and the ongoing need for mindful, supportive tourism as the island continues to heal.
Wow. Okay, what a journey through these numbers today. Yeah. We've really uncovered some unexpected things. Labor Day 2025 in Maui, spectacular, historically low prices, last-minute deals, often winning out, totally flipping the script.
Yep.
We see this really fascinating and kind of sobering shift in airport versus off-airport pricing, driven by those local events.
A major change.
And maybe most significantly, learning Maui is currently the most affordable Hawaiian island for car rentals, reflecting that ongoing recovery.
It really shows how many invisible forces are at play, doesn't it? Even in a decision as simple as renting a car, it's not just supply and demand.
Not at all.
We've got seasonal patterns, complex booking algorithms, and then these profound long-term ripple effects from local events like the Lahaina wildfires. It all mixes together. What stands out, I think, is just how this complex interplay can create these unexpected pockets of opportunity for travelers who are paying attention. But it also, sheds light on these bigger economic and social realities that you don't usually find in a